Whoa. Holy moly, there's a bunch of you just jumped on real quick. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here. Eric Odom, driver lineup, Drive to Thrive, World's Okayest steering wheel holder, checking with you all for a quick live before I get on the road. Let me make sure my volumes aren't too loud. Nice adult film music. That is not adult film music. That is some vaporwave. Kenworth Rider, good evening. Jeff P, what's up? Heathens Trucking, what's up? Jenna, the wife, is here. Roger was talking to you earlier. How's it going? How's everybody doing this evening or morning or afternoon for the replay gang? Kenworth, seen our new truck day before yesterday. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, as the title suggests, I'm headed to Springfield tomorrow morning. I'm not at all thrilled about the journey. So I'm actually renting a car here in San Antonio and driving up to Springfield. I could fly, but I need a car while I'm up there, and I need to take care of some business on the way there. So this is going to be a long ass drive in a car, and I don't know why it is, but long drives in a car to me are way worse than in a truck. Now, they're easier, as in my last video when I talked about, you got to manage your drive in a truck. So it's easier in a car. You're not paying attention to way stations and bridges and all that stuff. You're not 75 feet long. You don't weigh 40,000, 40,000 pounds in a trailer. But I don't know, 10 hours in a truck doesn't feel the same to me as 10 hours in a car. Super chat in there from Michael, the trucking guy, says, great videos, thinking about a prime lease situation if it comes back in a few years down the road if the market cooperates. Nice. Thank you for the super chat, and prime's a great choice. So yeah, I hate hate long drives in a car, man, and it's got to happen tomorrow morning. And the reason I'm going to Springfield is twofold. My Peterbilt is still in the shop. It is still broke down. My driver is in a hotel in Springfield. He's basically completed one load in 2.5 weeks. So, and he was able to haul a broken trailer a little ways. But in 2.5 weeks, my Peterbilt has only completed one load. Now, it was a $5,000 load, so it was a hell of a load. But, so my Peterbilt is still at the dealership in Springfield. And my driver is still broken down, and he is still in a hotel there in Springfield. So, going to go deal with that or try to help deal with it. And then also my new truck, as was mentioned in the comments, is there on the Springfield yard. So, I got to go absolutely bust that out. My deposit and everything's already paid, so all that's taken care of. I just got to go get a refrigerator in it, get load locks, all the initial stuff, get it all set up for my new driver, and he's routing right now to Springfield from California. So my new driver is currently on a team truck, and he's routing to Springfield right now. He should be in Springfield Sunday. So my mission between when I get to Springfield Friday morning to Sunday is to get the truck completely ready and run a quick trip, and have the truck back and ready to turn over to him Sunday night, hopefully. Depends on when he gets there. In true Texas fashion, I'm drinking tea. Not alcohol. I have not drank alcohol in, I don't know, Jenna, what's it been? Well, no, I had a beer. Like a month or two ago. And I had these grand plans that I was going to sit down and actually have a couple cold ones. I had one beer and I was like, nah. So I don't know if it's age or what, but I just have no interest in drinking anymore, you guys. But yes, I'm This is the first time I've had iced tea since I've been in Texas. So that's why I wanted to get a live up real quick and just try to address any questions you guys might have, because I probably won't do one until next week. I intend to make some videos while I'm up there, but I just wanted to get I'm trying to do a live every single week, and just answer any questions that anybody may have. Let me see if I can catch up on the comments here. The seats suck. Semi-truck seats are way better. Yeah. I mean, Roger, the seats in my car are comfy as F. We have a Ford Flex, and I'm telling you, that car is the most comfortable vehicle I've ever driven. Because it's so long, and I'm a big dude, like, it's really comfortable. It's more comfortable than my Peterbilt or my Freightliner, but it just seems to me like driving 600 or 700 miles in a car is far more laborious mentally, like just in its duration. I think in a truck, you kind of like for me, if I knew I had to drive 600 miles overnight in a truck, I like somehow mentally stage myself for that. So that, 400 miles in is the time that that's like the first break that I really take. And then, at 400 miles in on a 600 mile drive, you only have 200 miles left. Well, at that stage, 200 miles is nothing. I don't know what it is, but if you only have like 200, and when you get under 100 miles, you're done. Like if you're down to 90 miles left on a 600 mile drive in a truck, to me, when you get it under 100 miles, it's done. You're just watching for the exit for that last 100 miles. But usually I would take a good solid break at about 400 miles, maybe 350 miles. So I guess you're just more mentally jacked for it. In a car, 600 or 700 miles to me seems to just drag forever. I don't know what it is. Twist a Big D, what's up? Fun drive, he says. Let's see, Kenworth Rider to be TBD. Let's see. 444, that's crazy. Dang, still in the shop. Yeah, still is. No Hippie Trucking Transportation, what's up? Heathens. So me and JQ still waiting on that one video. Yeah, I know. Heathens, I do actually have that product out. It's unpacked. It's downstairs, like out in the living room. And Jenna can verify that. I was actually admiring it yesterday, and I swear I'm going to get it on this wall somehow behind me when I get back. So Heathens and JDQ, there was like a small group of people who pulled together to create something, a gift for Jenna and I for this channel. And it's the most amazing, epic thing ever for this channel. And it's not light. It's bulky. It's got some weight to it. So I don't want to do a video where I'm just like holding it. It really needs to have good presentation. So it's coming. Jeff P, grow a mustache and play the pow chicka bow 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 wow music. Yeah, I'm telling you, that was not porn music. Bearded Fat Man, just think if you would have sold that order to me, you could have not had to leave. Yeah. You and several others, Bearded Fat Man. You're a parent now and taking responsibilities as a parent. Kenworth. Oh, is that why I'm not drinking? Well, the funny thing is the baby, well, he used to make me want to drink. When I say used to, he's only 3.5, almost 4 months old. In the first few weeks, he made me want to drink. He's much better now. Our son like sleeps all night, and I'm not talking like 3 hours. Like he When he's done for the night, he's done for the night. He goes to bed and does not wake up until the sun's up. But no, with the drinking, I just don't like to drink anymore. Just being honest with you, I don't like the way alcohol makes me feel anymore. I don't know. I don't have anything against drinking. It's just not for me. No hippie. I only had 2. We'll see. Austin Tanner, where is Ada? Content soon, very soon. No hippie trucking transportation. I only had 2 martinis today. I can't drunk as much these days, but I try my best at home. Jared just saying hi, howdy. John St. Clair, what's up? Victoria Ramos, how much experience do you require for your drivers? Well, Victoria, all 3 of my drivers currently are pretty much right out of training. All 3 of, in fact, the one driving my Peterbilt upgraded into my truck. So he came straight out of TNT. The driver who is taking on my new truck this weekend, he's been upgraded for a month or 2, and he's just been running on a team truck with someone that he went through orientation with. They both kind of went and ran a team truck after they upgraded. So he's fairly new. So all my drivers are pretty new. And I'll tell you that the 2 that I currently have out there running are just amazing. I mean, excellent. Let's see. Graham offers, guess I'll be running the elite event on my own. It's possible, Graham. I got to get into the server tonight. Graham, I've got a lot of updates to make and a lot of things I got to do. That's what I'm doing next. So I'll probably see you over there. Eve, so I have an outfit for baby Reese, so you better stop by to come get it, or I can meet you at the terminal. Nice. That would be awesome. I can tell you right now, if the outfit is less than 6 months, he may not be able to wear it. The kid is like he's a beanstalk. Oh, is that Yvette? Eve is Yvette? John St. Clair, depends on the drive too. West Texas is the most boring drive I've ever had. Yeah, I don't mind. Oddly enough, I don't mind 10 from San Antonio to El Paso. I don't mind it. And the reason that I don't mind it is the road is pretty decent. Like not all chunked up and potholes, and there's not a lot of traffic. And it changes up, there's some grades, well, not grades, but you know what I mean? Like there's some hills and stuff at the beginning. And then when you get over towards El Paso, it's all flat. So it's diverse, but it's a lot longer of a drive than most people realize, for sure. No hippie trucking transportation, boring drives are the best drives. Man, I have to agree with that. Like my favorite drive, honestly, if there's no wind or weather, is probably Nebraska. And I know that a lot of people are going to disagree with that, but man, Nebraska is so easy to drive at night. You drive the whole state without, especially at night, there's like no traffic. There's no curves, no hills, no mountains, except for the very end over there. And then the road's in great condition. So I tend to agree with that. Is it boring? Yes, boring as hell. But to me, every drive is boring because I've been on every interstate. Like in Wyoming, I know where there's solar panels that are powering road signs. I know where those solar panels are. That's how many times I drove through Wyoming in the first year and a half. My first year and a half driving, I think, especially when Jen and I were teaming, we were always headed out to the Northwest and back. Of course, After that, we never went west of Denver. But like, there's no drive to me that's exciting anymore because I've done them all so much. So I want the most boring because I want the one that's going to beat me up the least, and be just the smoothest, like least eventful drive. Roger, sounds mental in a truck. You're more occupied with truck, left, right, trailer, in a car. Well, it's just a car. Yeah. And maybe that's why. Rogers, Roger, you're probably, that's probably why. Because in a car, you just get more bored because there's not a lot of things you have to think about, right? Random question from Pro Pilot. Didn't you guys have a place in Springfield? Yeah, Pro Pilot. I mean, we had kind of a crash pad in Springfield. It wasn't a permanent residence. So we've always, since we've been driving a truck, we've been Texas residents. And I've had a Texas driver's license, I think, for 6 or 7 years now. But we didn't live full time in Springfield. Twisted Big D, I'm out. Have a test tomorrow. Good night. And we'll have that super cool rug. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Victoria Ramos, new to the channel, and congratulations on your new bundle of joy. Thank you, Victoria. That's awesome. Pro Pilot. Oh, okay, so you guys moved to Texas. Yes, I see Jenna is answering some questions in there, so I'm sorry I'm late. Comments come to this app that I use way later, so I'm probably redundant, but that's okay. Those in a replay gang aren't really seeing the questions. So we moved to Texas. Yes, we are back in Texas. We're in San Antonio. And we love it. We love Texas. Very, very happy to be back in Texas. Also known as anti-heathens. Yeah. See, Andrea will have the baby quilt made by the time college applications start getting filled out. The outfit is 2T, so don't worry. Okay, awesome. Toys for you know what. Hello, good to see our usual troll has made it. Ben, I have a nice diverse load, all shapes and colors. Gonzo, dude, I just drove by your new truck at the yard. That's awesome. That's 2 people now that have seen the new truck. So Gonzo, you know that the colors are a little bit different. Let's see, Young Crid Networks, Hirschbach is cool, yeah. See, I-8990 in South Dakota are home vibes for me. Yeah, same vibe, Ben, same vibe. Although the road can get rough in the Dakotas. There's some rough patches of road out there on 90. Young Creative Networks, shout out to No Hippie and the crew. Nice. 412 HWC, Oklahoma sucks. Another one that's terrible. 64, yeah. 64 is bad. Any interstate, to me, any interstate that starts with a 7 is going to be a problem. Any interstate that starts with a 7. 70, 76, you name it. But 64 is, yeah, god awful. Oklahoma is terrible. Oklahoma is especially terrible during tornado season. Heathens, yeah, thanks for stopping in if I didn't miss you. Let's see, Gonzo. Cody, yeah, I'm feeling the same way about the drive nowadays. John St. Clair, I would have to say I'd hate driving a truck in the Pacific Northwest. Oh, I hate it so much. Oh, I just hate it. And it doesn't matter winter, summer, fall, spring. I hate driving a truck in the Northwest. So much. Let's see. Don't surprise me and really do it. Big up Gonzo. 6-7 years in Texas. Some big savings in taxes. Ben. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Texas has no state income tax. It's a big deal. It's a really big deal. I don't think people really understand how much money you save if you live in a state with no state income tax. We have great gun laws too. See, heck yeah, Texas awesome. Fight the good fight. Keep Texas great. Yes. Gonzo has keto gone. Michael, the trucking guy, Michigan. Yeah, Michigan's such an odd state. Because I think I've talked about this in a video before, but you guys know when you go up to get a yogurt load, and I stopped taking yogurt loads there in the last probably 6 months, just because the pay was so crap, and like it just wasn't. But isn't it strange how long it takes to get? I'm filling my vape here. Isn't it strange how long it takes to get from the bottom of Michigan to where the hell are those yogurt loads? It's been a while. You guys know what I'm talking about. Up North Michigan. Oh my God, it takes forever to get up there. And you wouldn't think that. You'd be like, oh, okay, it's just up there. You know, man, what the hell's the name of that town? Somebody help me out. What is the name of that town where the yogurt loads are? Why can I not think of it? I've been there like 50 times. High property and sales. Well, we don't have high property taxes. Not where our land is. We're renting this house that we're in, but we're in the land game too, and we don't have high property tax. Our property taxes and sales tax were higher in Springfield than they are down here. I tell you where Texas gets you is on things like sales tax for vehicles and stuff like that. But I would rather that, because at least then you have there's some control over it. It's a choice, you know, just don't buy more vehicles. But yeah, you buy a vehicle. I just had to pay tax on buying a vehicle, and it was brutal. 81's bomb, North Carolina, Virginia. Yes, 81 is would be a top drive for me, and I'm down for 81, like all the way from Tennessee. Like I love that drive. It's got No Hippie and Trucking Transportation said that it's got just a lot of changing landscapes and geography. Not super heavy in traffic certain times. Great. The roads are generally in good condition. So, let's see. Roger, no, I dare anyone to find worse roads in Illinois. Well, I think Indiana has worse roads than Illinois. In fact, Illinois' roads are really only bad around Chicago. Like I-80 through Joliet, you know, from all the I-80, all the suburbs all the way to Indiana is just gnarly. But, you know, there's some good roads in Illinois, but there's no good roads in Indiana. Let's see. Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, road horrible. See, I'm just complaining because I'm headed up to West Virginia with this next load. I thought I-5 coming out of Seattle was nice, but yeah, I feel like I've been stuck in this little triangle mid-south to southeast. Pegleg, give me I-70 to northwest before northeast any day. I-70, I hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it. Oh, I hate I-70 with a passion. And when Jen and I were teaming, we did I-70 more than any other stretch of road. We did I-70 through Indiana and Ohio, probably more than any other road, like by far, not even close. We were on I-70. It seemed like every other trip. I'm thinking about moving to Dallas, but I'm on a Northeast regional account and I don't want to give that up. Understood. Reed City. There we go. Okay. So I'm like way behind here. Ran Reed City to Carson for years, dedicated, keep sales out of my life. Yeah. I mean, it's a good run. I'll give you that. And what's great about is Carson the California location you're talking about? Because if that is, and it's been a long time, but what I do like about that drop in California is that you can drop at any time, right? It's drop and hook. So you can plan to go drop that yogurt load in the LA area at like 12:30 in the morning, go over there to Three Sisters or Twin Sisters or whatever the hell that washout is, get washed out and have a Walmart load or FedEx load out of the LA area before rush hour traffic. You can get all that done, within 6 or 7 hours. And that's the way to do LA. In and out in the middle of the night. But yeah, Reed City, Michigan. So Reed City, Michigan is just way the hell up there. My God, it takes forever. General Mills, Reed City, yeah. Property tax on my land is cheap. Yeah, that's what God's. Yeah, we're looking into land right now, and I'm like dumbfounded at the property taxes. Like it's nothing. And when I say nothing, I'm talking like $100 a year on 10 acres. Now that's just the land. But still, dang. See, always have shippers and receivers in the middle of residential areas with super tight streets. Yeah, New Jersey to me was like Los Angeles. You got to get in and out of there in the middle of the night. If you can't, it is not going to be fun, man. Let's see, $3,500 for 1 year in the Portland area. Ouch. Lenny, what's up, man? Lenny says, joining late from South Carolina, picking up and heading to California tonight. Nice. Lenny is a longtime friend. Let's see, Ben, I disagree. It doesn't balance out. Some states are just squeezing more than others. Like Eric said, at least the taxes are more of a choice. Yeah, see, and Ben, I'm actually a... and I don't want this to become political, so please don't take it the wrong way, but I'm a fair tax guy. I love the fair tax plan because you're taxed on anything you choose to buy. And before you go and say, well, what about those who only can afford milk and cheese? Well, those things are excluded from the fair tax. So the fair tax is going to hit the super wealthy when they go buy yachts and stuff like that. And if I decide to go buy a pontoon boat, well, I'm going to pay the tax on it. But at least I have some control over that. I have some, choice in the matter. So I would much rather have a sales tax versus an income tax. Much rather. I think and you can't cheat that. You can't cheat a sales tax. You buy something, you pay tax. So all the super rich people, they don't want a fair tax. They don't want a sales tax. They want this income tax. They can go hire their attorneys and hide their money wherever. And they basically live off of borrowed money because they live off credit because they don't pay taxes on that. And then keep all their money in investments and don't have that realized, it's not realized. Anyway, anyway. I-70 in Anna used to be the worst, but they fixed it. We'll see. It's finally paving I-70. I don't know. We'll see. I tell you what, I live right. You guys, if most of you drivers will know, just east of San Antonio on I-10, where they've been pretending to be building new lanes for about 5 years now. That's where I live. And they ain't no closer to having those lanes done. So the drive between San Antonio and Houston is awful. But we're right where they're widening I-10 east of San Antonio. And I don't get it. I love Texas, and I feel like Texas really gets shit done in a lot of instances. But every day I'm out there going, where is everybody? You can't just rip up an interstate like this and just not work. Like, they're not there at 6 a.m. They're not there at 6 p.m. and they're not there. They work on this shit like 3 hours a day. At our exit, there's 2 4-way stops on both sides of the bridge, the overpass. And they're building 2 new overpasses on each side in these 2 roundabouts. Well, since we've been here, they've done nothing. no advancements, no progress. So they just ripped all this up, made it so that there's 2 4-way stops on each side of the overpass with all the cars coming off and getting onto the interstate. It's just 2 4-way stops. And there's just no sense of urgency whatsoever to help traffic move. Like if you leave our house to go get on I-10 at 4:30 p.m. or 6:30 a.m., you're going to sit for like 30 minutes to just get across the overpass. And there's never anybody working on it. Let's see. I like I-70 Ohio. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like I-70. And maybe part of that's just because, again, I-70 is the road that Jen and I, when we were teaming, that's the road we did the most. Because we were in and out of Columbus, Ohio, or Indianapolis probably 2 times a week, which tells you what kind of loads we like to haul as a team. You team trucks will know what I mean. But maybe that's why. I mean, I knew I-70 in Indiana so well that I knew where the potholes were long before I got to them. Every time I go to New Jersey, I ended up getting shafted on something about the load. Yeah, New Jersey's a tough one. So looking at real estate everywhere, home appreciation has to be one of the main factors. Plus, I like hippie shit like Asheville, North Carolina. Yeah, Asheville is definitely a hippie type place. I like Asheville. It's pretty. Did Reed City, Carson revenue horrible? Yeah, revenue on Reed City to Carson was just like it. Reed City to Carson, to me, the pay is an insult. That's how bad it is. The pay is an insult. And it's like, what I don't understand is that there actually is Reed City loads going to places other than Carson, California, that pay like 30 cents more per mile. How does that make any sense? See, Austin, Texas is crazy. Yeah, Austin, Texas is, I don't want to be anywhere near Austin, Texas. See, Reverend, am I going up to Springfield on 27th? I'm going up to Springfield on the 18th, which is tomorrow. Just delivered Twin Falls, Shabani load in Washington. Got a pre-plan going to Elizabeth, New Jersey for $7K. Badass. Hell yeah. See, No Hippie says he likes hot. Man, I don't know anyone who well, I guess you're the first person I know now who likes Austin. Everyone I know who lives in Austin has to live there. Maybe they work for the Texas government or, state government or job reasons. I don't know anyone that's like, hey, I really would like to go settle in Austin. The traffic there is so bad. The pricing is everything there is sky high. Timothy Turbo, I'd rather have no tax at all, but it is what it is. Yeah, me too. That's why I buy real estate, buy low, hold, sell high. Yep. Let's see, keeping up with comments here, doing good though. Yeah, I'd never keep up with comments. Serious question, Eric, you think jumping into a pedigree truck is worth it? I don't know. Not right now, I don't. Gonzo, not right now. I wanted to buy a pedigree truck until they're like, I saw one listed the other day for like $90,000. It was an International with 600,000 miles on it. I'm like, get the F out of here. I guess there's people willing to pay it, but no. I was interested in pedigree trucks when they were like 55,000. 55,000 and like 400,000 miles at most. We get $90,000 for a truck with 600,000 miles and an International. Get out of here. There must be a dedicated Reed City. Let's see, I'm trying to catch up here. Dude, you live right near where my trainer Jorge used to live. He lived in Converse, Texas. Yeah, I'm just south of Converse. Yeah, we're close to Converse. In fact, I drive through Converse every week, probably. Holding also to see if there's a dip. They moved from Jenna says they moved from Kalamazoo to Reed City and vice versa. Okay, Roger. They have been working on I-35 through Waco to Dallas for years. Yeah, 35. And it seems like it's now like construction. You guys notice how Dallas and San Antonio are just becoming one giant neighborhood now, all the way from San Antonio to Dallas. It's becoming one giant neighborhood. Gonzo, I got a Reed City of Tennessee, and it was nice, decent revenue and lightweight totes. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, they're intentionally not paying much on the contract to California because I guess they just know that fleets need that long trip or something. I don't know, but it seems very intentional because it's an insulting rate when you know it's worth it for them to pay more to move their product to different locations. See, Lenny, gotta love the Texas government. Governor Abbott is making the right moves. Yeah, Abbott's okay. I'm more a fan of Florida's governor. If Texas had Florida's governor, then I would be 1,000% pleased with being in Texas. Abbott's okay. He's not like, he's okay. It could be way worse. Let's see. For someone who loves hippie stuff, you picked a bad YouTube name. They should, John St. Clair, they should have a completion bonus in these construction contracts. Yeah, something. How am I so far behind? Gonzo, yeah, it's a tough situation, but he's gonna be all right. He may be coming to the yard this weekend. Okay, I'm gonna try to get through this. AN, I saw so many lightweights at Reed City, Michigan. They do drop in hooks to Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Okay, yep, that's true. Roger, LL just sold all our shit in the ATX. F that junk. Mad Cardinal Trucking, what's up? I did Columbus, Ohio to Springfield, Missouri today. I-70 Indiana sucks. Okay, so see, some still think I-70 in Indiana sucks. I will always think I-70 in Indiana sucks because I-70 in Indiana always sucks. Roger Pedigree is insane with those high-ass miles. Yeah, it's crazy. Gonzo, there's some 300,000 to 400,000 internationals on there for like 70 right now. Even 70,000 for an international. I wouldn't buy an international, period. Lenny got to go. Okay, thanks for stopping in. Pegleg, the only good international is one that's in a junkyard. Ouch. Roger wouldn't buy anything with more than 300K. Gonzo is flip-flop gang. Reverend, heard we've got Volvos coming as an option third quarter of 23. I've been hearing that for a long time, but I just don't trust Volvos, man. Jen and I know a couple very well that a Volvo pretty much destroyed their footing with Prime. They had a Volvo for 5 or 6 weeks, and Prime ended up having to send that truck back to the manufacturer as a lemon. I don't think they completed one single trip. Let's see. Cheyenne is here. What's up? Rooney, I'm new at Prime Inc. Came here for the lease purchase, but did the regular lease instead on a used truck. How soon can I upgrade? Someone was telling me I don't have to wait till the end. Not sure what you're asking there. Let's see. No hippie. Volvo trucks come with plenty of storage and flip-flops to put in them. So are you saying Volvo... You need a flip-flop. Volvo has a flip-flop specific storage compartment. Let's see, AN. I bought a pedigree truck with 300,000 miles for 80,000, and I regret not ordering a brand new truck because I don't know how long before it starts having issues. Yeah, see, I'm in the camp of just buying new trucks. In fact, I'm considering paying off my Peterbilt, just buying out that lease. What's a lease purchase? But I'm considering just paying it off, and just letting it run with no payments right now. And if the right scenario comes along where I could sell it right now, because right now trucks you could sell for, gold. But as soon as lease purchase comes back here in a couple months, provided they do stick to what the claim is, then I'll be ordering another brand new truck. Let's see. Ben DeSantis for the win. Rest in peace, Cheney. A moment of silence for Liz Cheney. Liz Cheney, she knows a lot about democracy for someone who can only get 30% of her state to vote for her. Let's see. You mean upgrade to lease purchase? Yeah, it's probably what he meant. Oh man, I'm late. Let's see. Gonzo says, Rooney, you can change trucks at any time, but you have to pay end of lease expenses for your current truck, and you'll have to wait for a new truck. So there you go. So how am I still not caught up? By the way, there's 51 people watching right now, and there's only 18 thumbs up. Come on, gang. Just tap the thumbs up. These live videos have been getting a crap load of views. And it's a big help if you give it a thumbs up. So if you could give it a thumbs up real quick, I'd very much appreciate it. I'm trying like hell to get caught up on these comments. Man, this is like the most commented live I've had in a long time. See, Steve-O, I trifected today. Excellent. That's love hearing it. You trifected or a student trifected? Who trifected? That's awesome. Let's see. Reverend, only if that Volvo is white with a hole cut in the floor by the bunk. A hole in the floor. Someone parks in alleys a lot. Let's see. John St. Clair, even if I have driven I-70 in Indiana, and yes, it sucked. Reverend wouldn't catch me dead in anything besides a Pete or a Kenworth. No hippie. Steven started his trucking career with proper gloves. Mad Cardinal, I got a 2023 International and loving it so far. Good to hear. Nick, I had a Volvo, and over the 3-year lease, I spent 2.5 months in motels waiting on parts. And see, that's the key, Nick, is that what I'm hearing is that Volvo is having more difficulty with parts than even Peterbilt. So it's, again, I stand by that because right now I have Freightliners and Peterbilts, right? They both break down the same number of times. The difference is it takes forever for the right parts to get matched to the Peterbilt problem, and get the Peterbilt actually get the problem solved. Freightliner, the problem gets solved right away. In fact, Freightliner probably has a few more problems than a Peterbilt, but the problems get solved right away, and it gets right back out on the road. But Volvo, I hear, is just even worse than Peterbilt as far as their dealerships that aren't open 24 hours, and you can't get, it baffles me that a manufacturer that serves a 24/7, the freight industry, billions and billions and billions of dollars. This is transportation, freight. And you try to call a Peterbilt or a Volvo dealership on a Friday night with a problem. Nope. Get comfy. Because they all go home. Let's see. Very, very sad moment of silence. Yeah, I can't do any sort of respectful moment of silence for Liz Cheney. Travis Kinley is back at Prime. Is that true? Is that true? I'm going to have to text him. Sean Wesley, a thumbs up, and I'm not even a trucker looking into it. Nice. Thank you for the thumbs up. 28 of the 47 have used the thumbs up. The others are stubborn. Peg leg in Prime. How long can a paid off lease truck run in a fleet? There's paid off trucks that have been running Prime freight for more than a decade. Mad Cardinal. Hey, Eric, my grandson did the trifecta yesterday, and now we have 3 generations at Prime. That's awesome. Super cool. Timothy Turbo. I can erase my thumbs up and put it there again if that helps. I don't know if that helps. Speaking of hippie shit, those glasses are real hippie gonzo. So we've got a gonzo no hippie show there in the comments. If you're watching, you're not seeing the comments, you're missing out on the gonzo, the no gonzo much hippie show there. How am I not caught up? Pegleg, I believe it's infinite as long as you stay leased. Let's see. Cheyenne, same. I'm starting to think the part shortage is created by PACCAR. They are the only ones that stand to gain from it. Ben, no, he's not at Prime. Sean Wesley, screw all politicians. Amen to that. Kenworth, Liz Cheney got destroyed yesterday. Yes, she did. She got, I think, just over 30% of the vote, and then proceeded to go on and claim that she's going to start an organization to help teach us about democracy. It's like, lady, democracy just taught you something. You got it backwards there, Liz. Let's see. Rob Chester, hello, good evening. Nick, retired PD. This Freightliner I have to literally bail out. The DF coupler blew out and filled the cabin with smoke. I hear about that a lot. That actually happened to my truck too, Nick. One of my trucks. Yeah, I think that JDQ, what's up? JDQ just dropped his traditional super chat in there. JDQ had his muffler, he had a problem with his muffler, which is the problem my truck had, that filled the cab with vapors. And I think I know 2 other drivers that have had a problem with the part of the DEF coupler or part of the muffler come loose and fill the cab with smoke. So JDQ's always coming in like a wrecking ball with his super chat. Thanks, man. Thought you were partying all night, Jacob. Yes, JDQ, you're late. Rob Chester, I guess you need to read faster. You don't have to be governed anymore. Let's see. Reverend, everyone point and laugh at Jacob for being late. Yeah, how late is he? Oh, yeah, we're only 5 or 10 minutes left. Kenworth rider Liz Cheney also compared herself to Abe Lincoln. Yes, she did. And yes, she is delusional. Okay, I'm caught up. Ben is calling JDQ tardy. Don't get all offended. It's not what you think. He is literally tardy. No hippie truck transportation. Hey, Gonzo, if you lived in Colorado, I'm giving away smokers, grills, and flat tops. Oh, man, I want a smoker. I've been grilling like every day. JQ, hey, now I'm here. I was out with a friend for his daughter's birthday. You gotta have some good downtime, man. So anyway, finally got caught up on comments. Wow, that was one hell of a read. All of that to get back to the opening of the video, which is that over the next 2 days, I'll be traversing to Springfield, Missouri to pick up my new truck, which several have said earlier in the video that they've seen there at the yard. So I'm super excited about that. I should be in the truck Friday. Hopefully I'll be able to have a video up about it Friday. As far as the design, it's the same as the other trucks with the exception of it being a different color of the graphics on the truck. So that's the one change that I made. But I'm excited about it. My driver that's coming to get it, he's super excited about it. And that truck should be moving probably Monday morning. So it's going to get it. Well, I'm going to run it on a load this weekend. So it's going to get right to work. We're not going to mess around. Let's see. No hippie for Shizzle. Got to run. Leaving for San Diego in a Sprinter van Friday. Nice. Have fun. Be safe. Thanks for stopping in. And thanks for the no hippie Gonzo show. She calls it peach fuzz. I don't know what that means. No, if you bring one of those flat tops in North Carolina, I can take it off your hands. How's the fleet working out? Good, I hope. Nick, well, this last couple of weeks has been rough. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I have a driver still in a hotel right now. And I've been paying for that hotel. So that driver or that truck has completed one trip in 2.5 weeks. And I don't get breakdown pay because it's a lease purchase, and I'm paying for my driver's hotel. So, yeah, but outside of that, it's great. I want more trucks. I want to expand and build a fleet. It's been very, very much involved this past couple weeks in a way that it isn't normally. Ben, that drive from Texas Springfield, no fun. It is not fun, and I have to go a long way because I have something else I'm taking care of. So I'm not going the way I would normally go is shoot up to Dallas and up through Oklahoma, but I need to go a different, an even longer way. Truck is called Barney. Kenworth Rider says. Reverend, I was asleep when I got the ping from Jenna. Y'all have a good night. Don't take intersections at 30 miles per hour. You as well. Thank you for stopping in, JQ. When I buy a truck, I may name her Big Deborah. And my Tonka truck's name will be Little Debbie. Good night, Reverend. Good seeing you. Thanks for stopping in. About to shut this one down anyway. Sorry to hear that's a long time in a hotel. Yeah, Rob, it is, but it's all part of the business. If you're going to run a fleet of trucks, you need to be prepared for shit to go sideways. And it can be very costly when it does, but it's all part of the game, it's all part of the show. So it's really key to not let it rock you. So anyway, this is my face. I am a cadet. Hello, are you? And mommy and baby always enjoy you guys. We're doing great. Good to see you. Eric, I got one of the purple freight shaker on short lease. Nice. So I don't know if you guys know, but my first truck was a purple Freightliner. Ironically, it was a purple Freightliner with racing flags on the side, gold racing flags, in a governed truck. So you can basically believe it's fact that I was taking some shit on the CB out there on the road. A governed truck with racing flags on it. It was not the smartest. Someone at Stripes and Stuff should probably think about what they're putting on some of these trucks, because racing stripes or racing flags do not belong on a prime truck. But I did not hesitate to take, I didn't care what was on the side of it, because I've seen some new drivers at Prime that are on YouTube talk about how, it's different now. But now it's so hard to get a truck. Look, when I came to Prime years ago, even when we didn't have this truck problem, back then the problem was they had classes that were over 100 students. So there were way more drivers than there were trucks. Even back then, it was very difficult to get a truck. So when I upgraded, and they were like, I did all my stuff early, all my classes, everything I needed to do, so that when I went and did the one final class, they were basically like, if you've already done all your other things, you can go up and see if there's a truck. So I went upstairs to Success Leasing, and I was the first one up there. It worked a little bit different, but having known some other drivers that were going through difficulties getting trucks, they just had, I mean, like the night before, like 11 p.m., just had a truck went through and get all of its stuff done. And it was the only brand new truck that was there that week. And so when she told me that truck number and that it was brand new, to me, it didn't matter what color it was or what was on the truck. When I went out to the lot, just knowing that it was a brand new Freightliner, I had already determined that if there wasn't anything wrong with it, I was taking that truck. Roger, yeah, Racing Stripes, holy cow, there was 8 in my class at SLC. Yeah, so there were 108 students in my class. And keep in mind that back then, you took your CDL test in Missouri during orientation. So back then, now you do your PSD test, and then you go to your home state. You come with your CDL permit. You go to your home state to swap it for your home state CDL. Well, back then when I came through orientation, you didn't come with a CDL permit. You came to Prime in Springfield, and you went to the DMV with the other 100 students that were there that week, and you all went and tested for a Missouri CDL permit. And then you swapped when you trifected or passed your test for a Missouri CDL. And then you took that Missouri CDL back home and swapped it for your home state. So you used the campus in address as your residence on your Missouri CDL. So imagine 108 students coming to orientation that also have to go test for the permit and then have to start their PSD. And it was over 100 students in Springfield every single week. So anyway, 0-16 eventually. See, wow. Hey, I remember you guys were expecting. Did Jenna have the baby? Yes, Nick, we definitely have a baby. He's almost 4 months old. So, all right, we're at 59 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. Thank you guys so much for jumping on. It's amazing to have 50 with us. If you could, real quick, give me a thumbs up. We're at 33. See if we can get to 35. Just a couple more thumbs up. I'm going to try to do a video from the truck on Friday and get you guys a couple. I would see if I can get more answers on the lease purchase this weekend. I've got more questions for Success Leasing while I'm there. So I'll try to do a few videos while I'm in Springfield. I'm going to be very busy. I need to get that truck busted out and on the road as absolutely fast as possible. So I'll probably be running freight Saturday and Sunday, and then be on my way back to San Antonio, hopefully Sunday night or Monday morning at the latest. So try to get as many videos as I can done while I'm up there. If you're around, like I said, I'll be busy, but I'll be there. I may stay at the Oasis. Maybe. I'm not sure where I'm going to stay. Haven't figured that out yet. But ping me somehow, and we'll see if we can get connected up. All right, everybody, be safe. Make good decisions. And as always, drive to thrive. Talk with you all soon.